Hi guys, welcome back. Last time, if you probably watched it, hope you did, hence why you're watching this one, you saw us apply the red to the helmet to give us essentially our almost finished helmet. I'll give you a little once over now of how the helmet looks and what yours should hopefully look like if you followed these steps. You can see our nice back panels that we've done quite a while ago now. All the way around you'll go. You can see how nice everything all looks with the wire wooling we done. Everything's nice and smooth. And there's the ears. And come up then. Back to the front of the helmet. Now, I mentioned last time I had some issues, mainly with this section here. I'll bring it in a bit closer, maybe you can see it. You can see that some of the paint has come off. Also had a little spot of trouble by here. You can't really see it on camera, and I've had some bleed just around this ear cap here and down in by there. So in this video, just going to cover how to fix these. These will probably be handy for any other build, not just the Boba Fett build. So yeah, I'm not going to start with these first. We're going to start with the bleeds, as it's quite pretty easy. What you're going to need for everything as well, you're going to need your wire wool, some Q-tips or cotton buds, some thinner, I put it in a little jar like here, and some tissue paper. Now the reason why we got cotton buds is because we're going to have to apply some thinner to the helmet, very, very sparingly, you know, as if we put too much it will affect the actual paint jobs. That's what we've got the Q-tips for. So I'll go ahead now and I'll fade out to us fixing these bleed spots. Okay guys, so I'm going to be freehanding this now so you get a better view of what we're going to do as we are putting thinner on our helmet. So what I got a little jar full of thinner. I got a little bit of tissue paper here that's going to be used to dab off our cotton swabs, which are located by here. I've also got a nice big bit of tissue paper to help wipe down the helmet. The area in question that we're going to be working on, as you can see, is this little bit by here with the tape flicked up, and that's what happened. So to do this, well, it does look a little bit red by here, but it's just a reflection off this, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we're going to get our cotton bud. Alright, we're going to dip it in, not going to completely submerge it, just the tip of it into our thinner. Okay, let the thinner run down the cotton swab. We're going to dab it off then into our cloth, and then quite literally, excuse me, we're going to just wipe the area, swap the cotton bud round. Just going to keep rubbing it until it goes, and it's, excuse my bad camera angle, just going to keep rubbing it, swap the cotton bud round. I'm going to take out a bit of tissue paper now, wipe away the area. There we go. I have to repeat this process now again and wait till it to dry a bit more. That's pretty much what to do. I'll go through it one more time. Okay, so we're going to take our cotton swab. We will gently dunk it into our thinner. We will pad off the excess thinner. We'll go up to our area where our bleeds was. This little area by here will have to be repainted. I'm just going to start to drop the cotton bud. We're just going to start to apply the thinner like so. You can already see it starting to come off on the cotton bud. Just gently rub it like so. Switch the cotton bud over. And you can see it starting to come off. We still got a little bit down by here, but the majority of it by here is now gone. Just want to keep repeating that process until all the pieces are nice and clean. I believe they're the only two bleed areas I've had on this helmet. There's nothing else I can see. So I'll go ahead now, quickly show what these look like now that they're finished, and we'll go into repairing this little tear up here. Finish up, getting rid of all the bleeds, everything's all nice and looking nice and fresh now. So we're going to go ahead and address this trouble area here. For this, you're going to need a little bit of wire wool. Don't need much, just a little bit to get in there. Your original grey colour that you use, which is grey 79. I've gone ahead and used an old jar. I've put some grey in here, and I've put some thinner in here as well, just to make the paint a little bit easier to go on. You're also going to need yourself a nice detailed brush. This is a 00. This does the job nicely. We'll also be using this as well to paint on our fine details in the next video. Okay, so for this, what we're going to do, we're going to take our wire wool, bring the helmet a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and we're just going to gently rub the areas which line up with where the piece teared off. Don't forget, this now is a couple of layers down. You know, we're off. The red will be silver, grey, 4 layers higher than what this is. So all this does is just help to blend them in a bit more. Don't need to do it much. I've yet to wire wool the rest of the helmet, the rest of the red, as I'll wait till we finish this and we'll do it all in one go. So I'm just going to go ahead, gently rub down the edges. Okay, don't need to be too rough with that. There you go, I can already feel now that that's pretty good. Now this is going to take a couple of coats to do, probably 3 at the most. So I'll go ahead now. I'll take our brush. What we got? So the nib's nice and pointy. We've got our paint. We're just literally going to paint in where the grey come out. So there's no particular skill involved with this, just fill in the areas that come out. Obviously if more than one colour peeled up, you're going to have to repaint those areas. Try and keep the brush strokes all in the same direction, as this will help then when we go in and wire wool the piece. Like I said, it's going to need a couple of coats. Just don't forget, we put a couple of layers on with the airbrush, and this is only one coat with the brush. You can see it's already starting to improve. Okay, so we got that painted on. We're going to have to carry on and keep doing that as we go along. I've already done one coat on the back piece right here. Now this grey does dry quite light, but this is the same grey that we used. So go ahead now and add a second coat to this. And already the colour is matching back up to the surrounding grey. So don't worry if it dries a little bit clear, a little bit lighter. Well, it'll dry a lot lighter, especially with your first coat. It will darken as you gradually get more coats going on. The reason why we're going in same strokes with the brush mark is when we go in then with our wire wool, we'll be able to get them out nice and easy. So yeah, I'll go ahead now, I'll fade out and I'll cut back to when it's finished and I'll show you what it looks like. So basically we're just going to keep on recoating this now till it matches the same colour as the surrounding grey areas. Then we're going to wire wool it once it's dry and give it a couple of hours to dry. And then we'll hopefully have a helmet ready for our topical paint up. So guys, here is the finished helmet after we've done all our repair jobs. We've gone ahead, we fixed all the bleeding area around here. We've got a nice nasty little bleed down by here, which we've also gone ahead and cleaned up. And when we had our tear-ups with the paint, you can see I've repaired that now as well by topically painting it after we treated it with the wire wool. And it blends in seamlessly with the rest of the helmet, as you can see. I've also gone ahead and done it on this back piece by here. It's a little bit more noticeable by here, so it needs another go over with the wire wool, but it will eventually look just as good as the front one. But you can see that that's how we go ahead and sort out all the problem areas, if we have any on the helmet. If you use better masking tape, you shouldn't have any of these. I was using some cheapo stuff just from a hardware store that's down the road from me. Yeah, you can see it's all nice and ready, and in the next video now we can look into applying our weathering. We have some weathering on the cheeks, and we have some weathering up here and across on the dent, and we also have our individual little details to paint on inside the silver area. So thanks for watching. I know it hasn't been a very productive video, but at least it'll show you that if you do make a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.